Howdy legends, Zephyr, professional Apex Legends caster and analyst here for another Apex Legends video. The holiday season always sees an influx of players experiencing games for the first time. And with people getting their first PC or console, the Apex games can be a very intimidating place with so many experienced players. So, catch our beginner's guide to teach you all the basics you need to know. First though, our question of the day. What season did you first play Apex Legends? Let us know in the comments down below. In-game items. Let's first run through the things you'll encounter in the games. First, weapons. Apex Legends has a very wide and varied weapon pool, and we'll run through the ammo classes and weapon classes later in this guide. Ordnances or nades. There are 3 grenades in Apex Legends at the moment: the arc star that sticks to players or surfaces, the frag grenade that rolls and simply explodes on a timer, or the thermite grenade that brings up a little line of fire. You can take damage to your own grenades. Attachments. There are a variety of attachments, and each weapon takes a different set of them. Apex has a range of optical sights, barrel stabilizers, laser sights, shotgun bolts, extended magazines, and stocks. Some weapons also take a hop-up. There has been a range of hop-ups in Apex history, and these tend to change every season. Equipment. This covers helmets, body shields, backpacks, and knockdown shields. You spawn with no backpack, but a basic rarity knockdown helmet and body shield. Both attachments and equipment follow a rarity system: gray, blue, purple, and gold. There is also a red rarity that currently only applies to body shields and some weapons. As items get rarer, they get stronger. A purple shield has more HP than a blue one. A purple magazine has more ammo inside a blue one, etc. There are no gold attachments you can pick up besides magazines and 2 types of optics. Gold items in Apex always have a special perk. A gold backpack, for instance, can hold an extra battery in each slot, and the gold magazine auto-reloads, and a gold digital threat optic can see through smoke and highlight enemies. You will also encounter survival items in Apex Legends, which right now there are 2 of. A heat shield that protects you from zone, and a mobile respawn beacon, which, well, is a respawn beacon that you can place anywhere you want. There are also a range of healing items. Shield cells heal 1 shield bar, and shield batteries heal your entire shield health. Medkits heal all of your flesh, while syringes only heal 25 HP. A Phoenix kit will heal all of your health, both shields and flesh, regardless of how weak you are or what armor you have. Of course, these take a significant amount of time to pop, and you spawn in with 2 shield cells and 2 syringes. Finally, an oddball item is the ultimate accelerant. It accelerates your progress towards your ultimate. Well named, huh? If you're serious about improving, head on over to ProGuides.com, where you can access all of our courses and bootcamp content for just $7.99. And if personalized coaching is more your speed, you'll get 10% off any session with any of our pros. Check out the link in the description and let's go. Legends. Apex Legends has a very large pool of characters to choose from, with 23 legends available at present times. Each legend has a passive, tactical, and ultimate ability, as well as those they also belong to a specific legends class: support, assault, recon, and defense. Credit where credit is due, Apex has some of the best balancing in any live service game when it comes to the legend meta. Almost every legend is viable, and there isn't really 1 or 2 must-pick legends. There are, of course, stronger legends and weaker legends, but why not check out our legends tier list for some extra detail on each legend and where they rank in game. But for beginners, 2 great legends to choose are Wraith or Octane. Both legends are fun to use, but also have simple yet effective abilities that are easy but provide you with a lot of value in your games. Take your time to really specialize in a few legends. The use of your abilities really is make or break in Apex Legends, and some abilities are easy to learn but hard to master. Of course, when you solo or duo queue, your random teammate could take your favorite legend, so at least have a couple of picks that you're familiar with. Why not try and master 1 legend from each of the classes? Furthermore, not all legends are unlocked in the game straight away. Wraith, one of our recommendations, is available from your first game. Other useful legends from the initial offering are Bloodhound and Bangalore. Lifeline can also be good for beginner players, but her power weakens at higher levels. Weapons. Apex has a number of weapon classes: assault rifles, SMGs, LMGs, shotguns, pistols, marksmen, and sniper rifles. To help understand these, we can break them down into two categories: ranged weapons and close quarter weapons. Assault rifles, LMGs, marksman weapons, and sniper rifles being long range, and pistols, SMGs, and shotguns being closer range. An exception is the Wingman, which is a strange pistol that is good at much greater distances than the rival pistols. The guns are then further divided into ammo classes as well: light, heavy, shotgun, sniper, and energy. Fun tip, the car SMG can swap between both light and heavy ammo. Just like Legends, it can help to really specialize with a few weapons. Each weapon has its own damage stats, recoil patterns, and specialties. A good weapon to start with are things like the R301 or Flatline for an AR, then the car SMG or Volt for an SMG. You want to try and pair longer and shorter range weapons together to give you maximum versatility. A great way to improve your recoil control is to head into the firing range. Shoot your weapon into one of the walls with no control and make a note of the pattern left by the bullets. Pull your mouse or stick in the inverse direction and boom, recoil control. Putting some good time in to master a selection of weapons will really pay dividends. Apex Legends is mostly based around gun skill. If you can hit your shots, you will come out on top in most situations. However, don't become a single weapon one trick. You can't always find your ideal weapon loadout before the enemies find you. There are also a range of weapons in the care package. These rotate in and out but tend to be more powerful. They come in with preloaded ammo, but once you run out, that's it. These are always worth picking up if you come across a package in game. Try and think about which weapon you currently hold is best to be replaced, and always try and stick to the rule of having a weapon that suits both long and short range. At very close range, it's always better to use hipfire 2 on most weapons. Apex hipfire is very strong. Some weapons, of course, have far better hipfire than others. With a laser sight on an SMG, you hardly ever want to be ADS'd when you're at very close range. Hipfire becomes especially important if you have a high zoom optic. You don't want to be 3 times aimed into someone's forehead in a close range 1v1. Maps. Apex Legends has 5 maps now, with Kings Canyon, World's Edge, Olympus, Stormpoint, and Broken Moon all featuring in the game. Not all maps are in rotation at the same time, and each map has its own differences and unique mechanics. For example, Stormpoint is a far larger map than any other in Apex. Fights are more isolated and you're less likely to get thirded. The opposite end of the spectrum is Kings Canyon or Broken Moon. KC is very small, and fights are often thirded or fourth. While the zip rails on Broken Moon help people move around quickly, make sure to learn and get a feel for how each map plays out and adjust accordingly. Movement. Another key aspect of the game is to learn movement, from simple mechanics such as slide jumping all the way to things like wall bounces or super gliding. There are lots of important movement techniques to help add something to your gameplay. How and which of these you can do will depend on your input though. Tap strafing is probably the most beneficial movement technique, but it's only available on mouse and keyboard unless you're using configs on controller. This technique allows you to turn corners very sharply or even perform mid-air U-turns at 180 degrees. Being able to sharply dodge can really help you surprise an enemy or perform some miraculous escapes that save you those last few crucial hit points. Do check out our tutorial on advanced movements if you're curious. That concludes our complete beginner's guide, and good luck with your first games of Apex Legends. Got another key tip for beginners? Share it in the comments down below.